In the ancient land of Canaan, where the winds carried stories of faith and miracles, lived a couple chosen by God, Abraham and Sarah. Their hearts longed for a child, a promise that seemed impossible. But nothing is impossible for the Lord. One hot afternoon, as Abraham rested outside his tent, he lifted his eyes and saw three mysterious figures standing nearby. They glowed softly with a heavenly aura that set them apart from any ordinary traveler. Moved by a sense of awe and respect, Abraham hurried to greet them. "My lords," he said, bowing low, "please do not pass by your servant. Let me bring some water to wash your feet, and you can rest here under the tree. I will prepare some food for you to refresh yourselves before you continue on your journey." As they agreed, Abraham rushed to organize a meal fit for honored guests. He asked Sarah to quickly knead fine flour and bake fresh bread. He himself ran to the herd, selected a choice calf, and had it prepared. Soon he presented the meal of curds, milk, and roasted meat before them. As they ate, one of them asked, "Where is your wife, Sarah?" Abraham replied, "She is inside the tent." Then the visitor made a stunning declaration, his voice echoing with gentle power, "I will surely return to you about this time next year, and Sarah, your wife, will have a son." Inside the tent, Sarah overheard their conversation. A soft, disbelieving laugh escaped her lips. She thought to herself, "After I am worn out and my husband is old, will I now have this pleasure, a child, at my age?" The sound was quiet, but not quiet enough. The visitor's expression turned knowing. He looked at Abraham and asked, "Why did Sarah laugh and say, 'Will I really have a child, now that I am old?' Is anything too hard for the Lord?" Hearing this, Sarah was startled, her eyes wide with shock. She quickly came out and denied it, saying, I didn't laugh," but the visitor smiled kindly and replied, "Oh, but you did." That moment hung in the air a mixture of fear, wonder, and the dawning of an incredible hope. The days and weeks that followed turned into a season of waiting. Abraham and Sarah held on to the promise, even when it felt impossibly far away. They looked up at the twinkling stars at night, a reminder of God's earlier promise to make Abraham's descendants as numerous as the stars in the sky. Their faith, tested by time, became their strength. Sarah would often touch her heart, a silent prayer and a question mingling within her. Could it really be true? Then, just as God had promised, at the exact time he had foretold, a miracle unfolded. A bright, warm light seemed to fill their home as Sarah gave birth to a son. Holding the newborn baby, her eyes sparkled with tears of pure joy. "God has brought me laughter," she exclaimed, her voice filled with wonder, "and everyone who hears about this will laugh with me." Abraham, holding his son with immense pride, declared, "We will name him Isaac." The name itself was a tribute to that moment of disbelief turned into joyous reality. For Isaac means laughter, The entire camp erupted in celebration. It was a time of immense happiness, a festival of joy where the laughter was no longer one of doubt, but of pure, unadulterated delight. The promise had been fulfilled. Yet life is a tapestry of joy and sorrow, and not all moments were filled with celebration. As Isaac grew, tension began to build in the household. Sarah saw Ishmael, the son of her servant Hagar, mocking her own son Isaac. Fear and jealousy gripped her heart. She worried about the conflict that might arise between the two boys and the inheritance that was promised to Isaac alone. Distraught, she went to Abraham and said, "Send that slave woman and her son away, for her son will never share in the inheritance with my son Isaac." The words broke Abraham's heart. He loved Ishmael dearly, but as he grieved, God spoke to him in a deep, gentle voice. "Do not be so distressed about the boy and your servant. Listen to whatever Sarah tells you, because it is through Isaac that your offspring will be reckoned. But I will also make the son of Hagar into a great nation, because he is your offspring too." So, with a heavy heart, Abraham sent Hagar and Ishmael into the desert, trusting in God's protection over them. But God watched over the mother and son in their hardship, providing for them and reaffirming his promise to make Ishmael a great nation. Back in Abraham's camp, peace returned. Through laughter, tears, and seemingly impossible odds, God proved once again that his promises never fail. Abraham, Sarah, and their son Isaac would often look up at the stars together, a family born from a divine promise. And Isaac, the child of laughter, became a crucial link in the lineage of a promise that would one day change the entire world. His birth was not just a miracle for one family, but a beacon of hope for all generations to come, a testament to a God who hears, who promises, and who always delivers. Thank you for watching. If this story inspired you, please like, share, and subscribe for more stories of faith.